going on YouTube? It's your boy Zero. Finna break down this NBA 2K20 gameplay. Let me tell you something. I really love this game already. Look how smooth the shot is. Green already off the bat with my boy Klay Thompson. Green bean Irish Spring out here already busting the green beans, man. I'm telling y'all, it feels so much smoother than last year. In certain aspects, I would say in certain aspects, the game feels a little bit smoother. It's a little bit stiff on certain things, so like certain moves that you would try to do in 2K19, you can't really do in 2K20. You can, but it's a little bit stiff. So you just have to figure out, the game. You know what I'm saying? So I shot around a little bit, try to get the feel of the jump shot. As you can see, I'm bricking right now. But green bean, there it is right there. Just trying to see how it is. Now about the demo. The demo was pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? I made my build, and I'm gonna show you guys that later. And I think my build gonna be OP. That's just me. I think my build OP. I think it's gonna be one of the best power forward builds in the game. I got 4 archetypes, and I'm gonna show you guys how I did that later on. But right now, I'm just trying to get the feel of the game, get the feel of the layups. It's a little bit like I said, certain aspects are a little bit stiffer, so I was trying to do like step back, Euro step, floaters, spin floaters. You gotta really control the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, the game doesn't really help you as much as it would in 2K19. You actually gotta be good with the sticks, you know what I'm saying? So you can't just spam a certain move and the game kind of like, I wouldn't say bail you out, but help you a little bit. Like, everything feels as if you're controlling it, and that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? I love a skills gap, and I love to, be rewarded for learning new moves and actually being blessed instead of the game bailing me out. So like, if I shoot a bad shot, I deserve to miss it. I shouldn't get bailed out by the game. You know what I'm saying? Having a terrible release and just get bailed out. Hopefully in 2K20, we won't be getting bailed out. That it actually shows skill. But we finna get right into this build. Starting off on this build, man, I almost spelled my name out. And there's nothing wrong with my name. You know what I'm saying? I like my name, but it's just so generic, So I was like, I'm putting it on my YouTube, so let me just make it my YouTube name. You know what I'm saying? Zero Mayhem. Make sure you game, and it like freezes when you try to play them, especially when you're ready to play it. But yeah, here's the beginning of it, where you got your finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense. Now it's gonna be a little confusing because last year it was a little bit different. This year you actually got to look at the little square. So for an example, shooting is green, so it's gonna be the green square, and then defense is red, and of course it shows it display. So when you are putting up your badges, so you get more golds or Hall of Fames. So I think to get Hall of Fame badges, you have that blue has to be up above I think 20, maybe if I think it has to be above 20 if it isn't like your primary, you know what I'm saying? So I think I had a total of like 13 and something else. But yeah, like these, see how I went to 13? That's how many total points you have to put towards your badges. Cause I'm thinking in my mind, I'm finna just have 13 straight badges and I can just, you know, put them up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. I'm finna be like, oh man, my nigga finna be cold, man. I'm finna be out here straight. I'm making an athletic sharpshooter, right? But towards the end, I was more than what I was trying to make. So I was trying to make an athletic sharpshooter. Like last year, you only had two things, you know, slashing, rim protector, or slashing. At the end of this, I end up having slashing, shot creating, sharpshooting, and post scoring. So depending on how you put up your, you know, like finishing, how high you put up shot, you know, close shot or driving layup, how you put your stuff up would determine how many, you know, archetypes you'll have. And also at the end, it'll tell you who your build is mostly like. Like if you're a center, if you put it up right, you may be like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, and Andre Drummond. You know what I'm saying? Drummond. Or if you're a point guard, you may put it up a certain way, and you may be like Allen Iverson, Isaiah Thomas, and Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? Or Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry. Like you just have to go through, tweak it, and work with it. And then your height this year is a little bit weird. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to make my build like 6'10", but then he suffered a lot. Like, you know, his attributes suffered. And I don't know why 2K think that the shorter you are or the shorter your arms are, you can perform better. That's not true at all, because you look at guys like KD, he's 7 foot for sure, long arms, and can block, steal the ball, shoot. He can shoot free throws very well, and he can do all things. So I don't understand why you gotta make your guy so short. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm making a power forward. You know what I'm saying? I want to make him at least 6'10", which I can. You know, I can, but I don't want his stuff to suffer. So I wish it didn't take, cause like for my standing dunk, for an example, if I put him at 6'7" or 6'8", his like standing dunk suffers, right? The taller he is, the better his standing dunk is, but then his driving dunk goes down, which it doesn't make sense. Like, his driving dunk should not have to suffer so much if he's an inch tall. You think the taller you are, the better chances of you are driving and dunking. The shorter you are, the higher the goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know vertical plays a factor and all that stuff too, but tall people dunk easy. Yeah, they just turn around and dunk it. When they drive into the rim, they right there by the rim. But yeah, so you just have to tweak it and, you know, kind of figure out the balance between your guy. Like, if you want him to be 6'7", you want him to shoot better, you want him to be taller, you want him to, you know, dunk better, get higher contact, or you just have to kind of adjust and play with it a little bit. But yeah, I was just sitting here really trying to figure out, you know, which one is best for my build. Man, I was just like, and then I was on the phone with my friends. We all, you know how it is when you call your friends up. So we all talking like, oh man, what do you think we should do? You know, we gonna make a pro-am team. So I'm trying to make the build also good for pro-am, while also being fun to play with the park. And I'm like, ah, man, 2K know what they be doing. They have us, you know, sweating and head hurting, body hurting. Man, I'm in here struggling, trying to. We all in here laughing because can't nobody really figure out what they want. Now I sat, you know, I edited a video, but man, this video was long. It was like almost an hour. I sat and stared at the screen for a good 30 minutes, just looking. I'm just in dismay. I'm just staring. Like, but hey, if y'all enjoyed this video though, you know, hit that like button. I got 55 subs now. Appreciate all you guys who subscribe to my channel. You know, I'm trying to make this YouTube thing a reality. And, you know, I appreciate any love. So whoever watches this video, you know, trying to find a build that's best for them, I hope this video helps. You know what I'm saying? Help you find what you're looking for, especially if you're trying to make like a power forward who can dunk and shoot. A lot of people out there don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I think my build is going to do that because at the end, like I said, I'm going to have post scoring, shot creating, slashing, and sharpshooting. You know what I'm saying? So that's, I think, in my opinion, if I figure out how to finesse with him, he gonna be hard to stop. Cause I'm gonna be able to finish at the rim, shoot fadeaway, and shot create. So I'm gonna be able to shoot off the dribble really well. So if you like this build, this demonstration, hit that like button and turn on the post notifications so you can see like when I post. Like I said, any love, I appreciate it, man. Make sure we make this YouTube life reality. And I feel like I got a knack for it. But yeah, man. Right now I'm trying to adjust my weight. You know, I put like I said, you gotta just fiddle with it. You know what I'm saying? So like, you see how the strength goes up. You know, my vertical. I really wanted my vertical to be higher, but for some reason, the highest my vertical could get was like 73. And I don't know if this year vertical matters. I don't know if like vertical is gonna play a factor in if you can dunk on someone. Cause I was so like confused. I'm like, dang, my vertical's so low, then my acceleration was. That's so it's decent. I mean, I really wanted my vertical to be like high 70s. You know what I'm saying? Cause last year I had in 2K19 I had that I can't talk today. On 2K19 I had an athletic rebound, right? And my vertical on him was, you know, in the 80s. So I'm thinking like, man, my vertical should be in the 70s. I don't have to be able to dunk on nobody. Barely jump off the ground. Hey. But man, I just had to fiddle with it. So I'm thinking like, man, maybe, you know, vertical isn't that, you know, that popular this year. I don't know if vertical really matters. If it does, I don't really know. You know, because I played in the game. At the end, you're gonna be able to play in the game. They're gonna put you on Toronto. So be aware, non-Toronto fans, they run you on Toronto. You're gonna be playing against the Warriors. So yeah, just be aware of that. But I was still dunking. You know, I was dunking on, was it Willie Cauley-Stein? I was dunking on, you know, I was posterizing Klay Thompson. So maybe it doesn't really affect anything, but you never know until you play against users. But like I said, you know, you just gotta adjust it like I'm adjusting my arms, trying to figure out which one is best. And also, like I said, the attributes. So if you don't say you don't put up your dunking, right, it will affect if you have the slasher archetype, which is weird. You know, your pick slasher is one of your primaries, but if you adjust your attributes weird, it'll kind of take the ability for you to have that as your, you know, when you get on fire, it'll take that away from you, which is weird. Like you have it as your primary, but 2K take it if you don't, you know, bump up your dunk. It's so weird. So you just have to kind of adjust. And I think I'll do that in this video. Cause I think right now, yeah, like right now my dragon layup and my dunk 75. I think I don't adjust that yet. And I think I look, and then I go back, and then I adjust it. And then, you know, I just kind of fiddle around with it a little bit. But like I said, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe. I appreciate all of y'all. And I'm gonna end the speech here and I'm gonna kind of let y'all watch and hope y'all enjoy. It's your boy Zero, and I'm out.